I'd give it an F.
F.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the list is fluid.
It's fluid. It doesn't absolve you from nonsense.
Fluid.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong?
You are wrong.
You have bumped your head.
The list is fluid. The list is fluid.
This is one of the worst lists I've ever seen.
Shots fired.
They designed that whole wall, even a list.
It's an interesting list, not a great list.
Hard for me to say this, but I think you did a good job.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You know I'm in Norfolk State. Hey, I couldn't wait to do this A-list. This is to you, baby. This is for you right here. This is my top 5 Michael Vick moments. Keep in mind, the list is fluid.
Don't mess it up. Do not mess this up.
Cam Newton.
Do not mess this up.
My top 5 moments for Cam Newton. No, excuse me. Let's go to number 5 on the list right here. 2010 against the Bears. Look at this pass by Michael Vick right there. Shoulder. Look at this. Talk about threading the needle.
You see the pump? You see the pump?
Damn! Oh, Lord! Did you see that? Stay with me.
See the pump?
Oh, damn.
Cover 3,
Come on
cover
now.
2 defense.
That
Keep the mic.
Excuse me, number 2D. Look at that pass right there. Show respect, appreciation. Look at the brother right there. Look at that pass. That's number 5 on the list, please. Let's go to number 4. Look at this right here against Team That's in 1999. You playing for Virginia Tech. Look at this move right here, please. Show it up there. Don't delay it. Give it to him right now. Where's the footage? Where's the footage?
Where the footage?
There we go.
Oh.
Come on now. Don't worry, I'm getting to someone. Top 5.
Golly.
Look at that, damn. Touchdown. Look at that right there.
Ooh, I still
Everybody
feel that to
can't
this
do
day.
that, but this brother could. This brother could
Looked
right
like
here.
he was hurt.
He is hurt. Hell yeah.
Hey.
But he got a number 3 on the list, please. 88-yard TD. First play of the game. Washington, 2010 to Deshaun Jackson. Remember this? In the nation's capital. Check it out. Play that video, please. Look at this right here.
First play of the game.
First play of the game. Remember this. Remember that, Mike
I remember
Vick?
this one.
Look at this right
I
here.
let this one go.
Oh, damn. Yes. Come on now. That's Michael Vick.
Yeah.
To Deshaun Jackson. I was actually at that game. I was right there. First play of the game. Got stuck in traffic and made it right in time to see that play. Number 2 on the list right here. Game-winning rush TD versus Minnesota, 2002. Take it away, y'all. Look at this right here. Look at this brother right here. He scampers to the
In the
left.
J's, though.
Oh, there he is.
In the
There you
J's.
go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Michael Vick right there. That's Michael Vick right there. Look at him. Everybody ain't made the same. Everybody ain't made the same. They can't do all of that. That was number 2 on the list. It ain't number 1. Look at this one right here. Boston
Steven.
College.
Oh, this is
2000.
crazy.
Check this out.
This is crazy.
2000.
This
at
is crazy.
Boston College. Look at Michael Vick with this one.
This is
Check
crazy.
it out, y'all.
Yeah.
Take it away.
They blitzed, they came after
Look at
him.
this.
Little,
That's zero.
Get out of there. Come on. Watch me there.
right
Watch
there.
me there.
There we
This
go.
way. That way. Nope. Back this way.
That's what I'm talking about.
Touchdown.
There we
baby.
That's what I had to do. So you see my top 5 Michael Vick plays right there. Cam Newton, take it away.
Stephen Anthony. Even though that list was not too bad, but in the famous words of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. You didn't even have the Green Bay Packers clip, but
I looked at them
there's
all.
certain people, there's certain moments in time where you are a game manager or a game changer. This young fellow was not only a game changer for the sport, but also for the culture.
Okay.
For the culture. What are we talking about here?
That's a great play. That's not number 1.
I didn't say anything while you were talking, Steven.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
this is not a play, but we're talking about a game changer for the culture. Please roll my clip as far as the Michael Vick experience, the Nike commercial that I was enamored by when I was growing up and I saw this. I didn't have the money on to get these shoes on my bunions, but this right here was everything to me. this whole opportunity for me to witness this at 12, 13 years old. See, these little Gen Zers in here, they don't understand the magnitude of this. They don't understand what this man was. This dude right here was Himothy.com. Steven.
That
That's
is not
fair.
a play on the football
I told
field.
you it wasn't a play.
Okay, that's
Hey.
what they asked me. They asked me the top 5 plays. They ain't said the top 5 commercial.
I gave you a play.
Well,
All right.
you know what? I think the best play on this list was that 30-yard pass against Chicago because it was against a cover 2 defense where that Mike got deep
Tampa.
and I threaded the needle.
Yeah, and
see?
then not just any linebacker, Brian Urlacher.
Yeah.
So,
That's right.
yeah. But
Hall of
understand
Fame.
this, another subtle flex that me and Michael Vick share. Not a lot of football players have their own signature shoe. So while you had your signature shoe, how was that process and just everything, the creation and the impact that it had?
You know, it's one of those things where, you know, as a kid, you playing in the backyard and you wearing Deion Sanders shoe or you wearing Barry Sanders shoe or Junior Seau shoe or Michael Jordan when you on the basketball court and you like, this is just a thought. I would love to have my own shoe one day. And, you know, so it was a dream come true to have, you know, the Vic 1, Vic 2, all the way up to the 4. And, man, it was just a moment in time where, you know, everything just seemed so surreal. But, you know, at the same time, it was like I was taking it for granted as well. So I appreciate it more now and, you know, just having conversations about it and still seeing it and, you know, just still reliving it more than anything, for sure.
Congratulations, best of luck, and thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Get this dub.
More First Take coming up from Norfolk State. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow are coming into the season with a ton of expectations. Which is more likely to make a Super Bowl run? You don't want to miss this.
Devon Adams Gaston. Today, the nation gets to see what makes NSU so special. Our pride, our energy, innovation, and our tradition. Everyone will know why we say, behold the green and gold. We are thrilled to welcome the First Take cast, crew, and especially proud to be the very first stop on their HBCU tour. Let's show the world the spirit of the Spartan Nation. Behold.
Thank you, President, and thank you, Norfolk State, for having us. What an incredible crowd. Really showed up and showed out today. Back to the NFL for the first time since the end of last season. Bengals defensive end Trey Hendrickson working on the team's practice field yesterday after restructuring his contract with the team this season. Monday, another hold in ended when Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin agreed on a 3-year contract extension worth up to $96 million. Great news for Jaden Daniels, who's coming off a historic rookie season. All right, welcome back in. Obviously, the band sensational here. So grateful for them. Cam, I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm going to talk a little louder for you. Cam, who's more likely to reach the Super Bowl? You hear me?
I got you.
Okay. Daniels or Burrow?
I'm going Burrow. And, you know, it's hard for me not to understand and hear what the great Stephen A. talks about, but sometimes he gets a little beside himself. You know what I'm saying? And, hello. We're here. But to say that, Joe Burrow did everything but make tackles and cover people on defense last year. When you lead the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and completions, and top five, in passing percentage and completion percentage, or passing ratings and completion percentage. These are things that you just have to consider, like he's getting better and better and better. And not only that, he has a Triple Crown winner and a #1 receiver in Jamar Chase, and he has his second option that's not too bad in T. Higgins as well. So you're talking about production. If they can figure that defense out, it'd be hard to discount what they're capable of doing, you know, for years to come.
Stephen A., let me just reiterate the question because we had the phenomenal marching band going. Thank you. Appreciate that. Who's more likely to reach the Super Bowl, as Cam was just alluding to, Jaden Daniels or Joe Burrow?
I think it's Jaden Daniels because I think he has a better team to play with. You know, you talk about if they could get their defense together. Well, you know what? If I go to Hair Club for Men, my airline would be 2 feet forward. I mean, there's a lot of ifs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the hell does that mean? Their defense is sorry. It's so bad, you've got cats that should be ashamed to put their name on the back of the jersey. They should be ashamed to let people know they're a member of the defense. That's how bad they looked in preseason. That's how bad they looked most of last season. How many games did you lose when your offense gave you 33-plus points? Now, I don't know what you thought was crazy about what I was saying about Joe Burrow, but I'll reiterate what I have said about him. The brother's a stud. Passed for nearly 5,000 yards last year, 43 touchdowns last year. You know, first in both categories in terms of passing yards, TDs, about third in QBR and what have you. Here's the issue with Joe Burrow. Over the first 2 weeks of the season, the Cincinnati Bengals, in 12 games, the first 2 games of the last 6 seasons, their record is 1-11. Now, I have personally called for an investigation into their coaching staff. What the hell are you doing during the off-season and the preseason, training camp, OTAs, whatever, that y'all are never ready to play come September? In the month of September, in the Joe Burrow era, they're 7-10-1. In the month of October, they're 10-10. That's below 500. So they really start balling in November, December, and what have you. What Joe Burrow has to do is make sure that they start balling at the beginning of this season. You got to show up and make sure that y'all ain't in an 0-3 hole like you were last year or 0-2 hole like you were 3 other times in the last 5 or 6 years, okay? Because we know what the brother can do. We know how spectacular he can be with throwing the football as a quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. But you're the one that said Jamar Chase needed to get paid. T. Higgins needed to get paid. Trey Hendrickson needed to get paid. And the Cincinnati Bengals went out and they paid all of them. So now it's on you. You get $55 million a year. You did beat Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game and went to a Super Bowl back in 2021. We get that. We know what you can do. But that don't mean you don't have to do it. And I'm looking at Joe Burrow and I'm saying, you know your defense stinks. Yep. You know what you're going to have to do. And by the way, you'll still make the playoffs despite how trash your defense is if you show up the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. That shouldn't be too much to ask. You can't lose 16-10 in the season opener the way that you did to New England last year. Yeah. That can't happen.
When I look at, Jaden Daniels, man, a phenomenal talent. And the way he's been able to burst on the scene to make an instant impact is something that every franchise dreams of doing. We've seen it happen in C.J. Stroud. Yep. We've seen it happen, obviously, with Jaden Daniels. But we also seen this happen before, where first year success, other years distress. Yes. So I won't be so quick to crown him a Super Bowl contender yet. Does he have the skill set to do that? Absolutely. But when you're talking about somebody who's proven, the AFC better hope Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals don't figure out how to have early success. Okay. Because they've already have a formula to get late season wins, and that's what the season is really all about, because they have a saying in the locker room: we just got to get hot at the right times. And what better time to get hot than in November and December?
But where your logic is a bit compromised is that you're giving the edge to a team that's missed the playoffs the last 2 years and ignoring the cats that were just in the NFC Championship game. Jaden Daniels and those brothers were in the NFC Championship game. They just re-signed McLaurin now, so you don't have to worry about losing your primary weapon. They were willing to trade Brian Robinson Jr. to San Francisco. You got an offensive coordinator in Cliff Kingsbury, and Dan Quinn can coach. So I'm looking at the structure that they have in place, and I'm like, yo.
I think they're both game changers, Cam. I don't know about you. I got a quick take for you. In the U.S. Open, opponents Taylor Townsend and Yelenka Ostapenko got into a face-to-face argument yesterday, right after Townsend won their second-round match. Townsend, an American, said Ostapenko, a Latvian, told her she has, quote, no class and no education. Stephen A.
Don't do that. She got a lot of damn nerves. And I don't appreciate her saying that to this accomplished, marvelous black woman that is Taylor Townsend. Who the hell does she think she is? So let's get that out the way. Let's get that out the way. If you don't like what she's doing, do something about it. Go out there and beat her. And most importantly, here's the deal. To call her classless and uneducated? Really? Yeah. You know, she lucky it didn't turn into something else uglier. So, but I will say this to Taylor Townsend. I will say this. After that altercation, you got to beat her. You can't then leave and go to French Open, and other spots and lose. That girl right there, if you don't beat anybody else on a regular, for sure, you got to make sure you beat her. Because you can't get into that kind of brouhaha and then go out and get your butt whipped. Yeah. That would not be a good look. But she has beaten her more than once. And that's why the girl was salty, because she got her butt whipped, and she's salty because she can't handle losing. Make sure she continues to not be able to handle losing.
Yeah, I mean, it's given caring energy right here. It's like, yo, like, hold on, let's relax here, because had the rabbit had the situation, then it would have been different circumstances, right? I think, especially in this type of sport where it is luxury, it is class, it is these type of things, you got to be very careful of the words that you use. I don't care who you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what color you are. And when you're talking to or about people, it can just come off as a very insensitive way, and it can become demonizing. And in any athletic situation, all we ask for is respect. In any situation. So for you to disrespect this young lady right here after, she handled her business, come on now.
Forget words, it's all about actions. And we saw the actions, and we saw who was classless in that moment.
I don't know if Ostapenko would have said the word uneducated to a white woman. Why are you rolling up on her like that for? Just because she beat you. That's my issue. If you like, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? You classless. All right, that's a word that's associated with anybody.
It could be anything.
It could be anything. But when you uttered the word uneducated, what
that's
you trying to say? There's a different connotation that came with that as far as I'm concerned. I didn't like it, and I'm glad she got her butt whipped.
Yeah, that's why she's the one who was classless. All right, we'll leave it there. When we come back here on Norfolk State, Michael Vick will make his head